appetizer for your upcoming gathering is on the menu in our CI kitchen this afternoon. Hanging out with us, guest chef Colleen Hatton is back. Okay, so this is something that we can prep ahead of time.
Yes, it's my favorite thing. You know, I mean, we've talked about this for years, that the more you can do ahead of time, the more you can be with your family.
Yes, I've seen people like already starting to prep now for Thursday. And
for sure, like... I don't blame them. If I were cooking for my family, I'd be working on pies today.
Oh, pies. Okay.
I would be knocking out pies today. And this actually can sit in the fridge for a couple days.
So what are we making?
So we are going to do a butternut sage mascarpone crostini.
Mascarpone. We're getting fancy up in here.
Well, I mean, but we can adjust the fancy level too. Don't. But we're going to kind of jump to the middle part.
Okay.
So what I've got here is I've got my sauteed onions that I've had going for about 10 minutes now with a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to zhuzh them up and help caramelize them a little bit.
Okay.
I grabbed the wrong thing.
Ooh, okay.
There was a moment. We're going to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar, which is going to kind of help cook them down just a little bit more.
Okay. Ooh, they're popping, those little
Sometimes
onions.
The heat. So we're going to stir that in, and we're going to add a little salt and a little sugar, and that's going to help caramelize them down. So while we're talking about the other parts, these will actually, at the end of this, hopefully be fork mashable.
Ooh, okay. Oh, look at that.
My sugar clumped up. And sugar helps caramelize onions.
So we're having a little sweet and a little salty.
A little sweet and a little salty.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So when does the butternut squash come in?
So I did some of the steps. This is the parts that you can do ahead of time.
Okay.
I actually have this amazing roasted butternut squash going over here. And it is actually pretty much darn near done.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
So what I did was I took a butternut squash, thank you very much, and I cubed it into about 3/4 of an inch big. And then you can see I've also put some sage in there with some olive oil, salt, and a little bit of crushed red pepper. The crushed red pepper is going to kind of help give just a little bit of heat. You don't, not too much.
A little kick.
But a little kick. So
but not a big kick in the pants.
You don't want a big kick in the pants. Nobody wants a big kick in the pants, right?
No.
Nobody does.
Okay, I'm seeing maple syrup on our list of ingredients. Was that part of the butternut squash?
No, that is actually
coming later.
So while we're letting those cook, I kind of did do a few things ahead of time.
Okay.
So what I did was I took a baguette and I cut it into about ½ inch slices. I think like with this one, you want them to be a little thicker than normal crostinis. Because we're gonna have a lot of goodness on there. You need it, you know what I mean? A skinny piece of bread will just crack in your mouth and all the toppings are gonna fall out.
So, we got a lot of goodness to put on this bread.
Right. So I sliced it, I toasted it with a little bit of olive oil, and then I've taken it and I've brushed a little mascarpone cheese. I did keep this one over here so that we could talk a little bit about just like how you brush it with olive oil. And I really like them to be about this thick.
Okay.
Because I think anything thinner, like I said, it really will fall apart when you eat it.
What is mascarpone?
So mascarpone is like a cross between, honestly, cream cheese and like a sweet cream. So the other thing could be, you can get it at the grocery store.
Well, but where at? Like when you're going to buy mascarpone cheese, like what section?
It will be in the more upscale cheeses, like, I mean, where I shop, like, I always feel like it's with the brie and the nice Parmesan that you've got to shred. It's going to be in that area.
So
it's not
maybe
not in the sliced area.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
But that being said, honestly, cream cheese will work just fine with this recipe. Like, and especially like if you like cream cheese, you know, they've got that maple walnut cream cheese. That would actually be delicious with this recipe.
Okay.
So there's lots of ways to tweak it to whatever works best for you.
Okay, so we've got our baguette sliced and toasted. And the mascarpone on there with a little bit of olive oil.
I am gonna not burn my hand.
Please don't.
I know, like a smart person, right? And I'm gonna add this back into the pan. And I'm just going to kind of mash it together with a fork. And if you don't really feel like doing that, honestly, a food processor,
do the trick.
Throw it all in the food processor, and that'll totally take care of everything.
Okay, we're going to let this get melded. Do a little talking, as Jacob Dickey likes to say. We'll do our mashing, and then we'll have the big reveal coming up. In the meantime, if you want to see a copy of Colleen's recipe, in case you're interested in making something ahead of time for your big gathering over the holidays, we'll connect you at styliving.tv.